Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Shadowstitch Plays. Today we are finally back for some more singles Wi-Fi Sword and Shield Draft League, and I could not be happier because especially we are back in the UPBA for Season 4. The last time we competed in this league, we made it all the way to finals, which is very, very nice. So really all we could do is go up from here, right? So that's awesome. So that's very nice. Definitely looking to see if we can make it back and claim that championship title this time. But today we have to start off at week 1 with Sventhun and the Stockholm City Kinglers. So I've played, I don't think I've ever actually played Sven before, which is very cool, despite us being in a few leagues together, which is awesome. But so this should be an interesting one for sure. He's a great guy. Go check out his channel, all that fun stuff, all the links to all the coaches, and especially the UPBA's new home channel is in the description. Also be sure to check out the Monday night fights where they're going to be live commentating over some games, and hopefully maybe we can get a Monday off from work so I can actually compete sometime this week for you guys live. That'd be very cool. But anyway, that's enough about that. We have our first week right here. Let's go ahead and get into the team that Sven has prepared for me. So here we go. We are starting off with a Magearna, Kyurem, and Conkeldurr. Incredible powerhouse Pokemon. Yeah, he did end up snapping up one of those like uber level Pokemon in the Magearna, which is very scary. Kyurem, another incredibly powerful special attacker. Very hard to switch into, especially because, you know, the addition of Freeze Dry to its move pool made this Pokemon very hard. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Conkeldurr, very powerful Pokemon. I think that it works out very well into my team, especially the likes of Excadrill. Those guts boosted Mach Punches are not going to feel good, so that's cool. Swampert, Arcanine, Bisharp. Swampert's, you know, super reliable rocker, got Flip Turn, great freaking Pokemon altogether. Arcanine, I don't think matches up very well into my team, so I'm not really expecting it very much. Bisharp, Decidueye, and Gliscod, I'm expecting probably one of these. My personal pick is probably going to be the Gliscod. I think that it just matches up the best of these three into my team with its myriad of priority and stuff like that. You know, he's got the Aqua Jet for Excadrill, he's got First Impression for like Hydreigon and Mew and stuff like that, and you know, Sucker Punch obviously for Mew as well. So and of course Spikes is just a very powerful entry hazard in general, but I do think that Bisharp is a decent option nonetheless. So Weezing, Boltund, Grident with Executor finishing off the team. I think that Weezing looks pretty decent here. I do have a Scolipede, and if he brings the Weezing, I basically can't do anything to it, especially if it's Levitate. So there is that, but yeah, I don't really think that any of these bottom three are really going to make an appearance. So the ones that what I'm expecting to see this week is a Weezing, probably Gliscod, but if he wants to bring the Burst for Decidueye, I can see that as well. Most likely not the Arcanine, Swampert, Conkeldurr, Kyurem, and Magearna. So that's mostly what I'm preparing for this week, especially the Magearna, the Kyurem, and the Conkeldurr. I think those three are shoo-ins, and then if he wants like a nice reliable rocker, which you should, it'd be like the Swampert, Gliscod for Spikes and priority, and then Weezing is just a good matchup into my team nonetheless. So but yeah, so that's what I'm expecting, and let's go ahead and get into what I am bringing to combat it. So first off, we have a thick, fat, specially defensive Azumarill. Even if he brings like a Choice Specs Kyurem and he makes the read right every single time, we do have Protect leftovers with the thick, fat. We take only about a third from the Freeze Dry because, of course, it is super effective on water types, but our thick fat kind of cancels that out, which is nice. Very cool. And we take practically nothing from like Ice Beams, and of course nothing from Draco Meteors, which is very cool. So yeah, so Azumarill looking decent into this into his Kyurem specifically, which is nice. Play Rough is still a 2-hit KO, unless he's like max bulk. Liquidation just hits some of his team decently. It just gives me a strong neutral hit. Knockoff is knockoff and it's good, and protect just helps us get like leftovers recovery, which is very, very nice. So yeah, that's Azumarill. Nothing too crazy with him. You know, he's I'm not really going to be sweeping this team with like a belly drum set, so I'm not really expecting a whole lot, and I don't think that he's probably going to expect like a specially defensive Azumarill. It's just not something that you see very often. Alright, next up we have Big Mama Hippo herself holding that Rocky helmet for his multiple knockoff mons. You know, if you see like a lot of Pokemon that are going to be hidden knockoff, like, you know, having an extra Rocky helmet switch in, especially on the physically defensive mon like Hippowdon, is always pretty nice. So this is something that we're going to be switching in on like the Conkeldurr, the Bisharp, and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. So, but yeah, Earthquake, just to chunk everything for stab effective. Crunch is just nice coverage, especially into like the Decidueye, because we can live like a couple, like one choice banded hit and crunch it. Slack off for recovery, Stealth Rocks because Stealth Rocks, and of course the Stand Stream ability. So we can live one choice specs Fleur Cannon if we absolutely have to. We are running a 0 speed IV with a minus speed nature, just in case he does bring a Trick Room option. The only thing that we're really missing out on outspeeding is like Golisopod, but for the most part I think we're okay against that, so that's pretty cool. So alright, next up though we have the Sand Setter. Of course we need the Sand Abuser in the Sand Rush as Excadrill. He's holding that Choppleberry to help him out with those Mach Punches. He can live one without the Choppleberry, but he has to be at damn near full HP, so the Choppleberry just helps him out nonetheless. So Earthquake, Rapid Spin, Iron Head, and Sword Stance, very standard Excadrill set. This is pretty much what you're going to see all the time with this Pokemon, outside of a few niche choices. But yeah, Spin is great. Obviously can keep those aforementioned spikes off of my field if I need to. Yeah, and then Iron Head and Earthquake, just very strong stabs, and you know, I can get up a Sword Stance under the sand and just kind of go burr. Maybe even get up a Sword Stance with a Spin support for that extra speed, because that move got Giga buffed in this game, which is awesome. So, but yeah, we can outspeed a +2 Magearna, we can outspeed a Choice Specs, our Choice Scarfed Kyurem. We don't really need to outspeed too much else than that, so that's pretty cool. So pretty much we outspeed the rest of his team. We freaking 2-hit KO almost his entire team with one of our moves, and that's pretty awesome, especially with the Sword Stance up. So next up though, we have a Life Orb Hydreigon with the Dragon Pulse, Earth Power, Roost, and Subby. So yeah, that's very cool. We have just enough speed to outspeed the Kyurem. We don't really need anything else other than that. And then we have a nice little 20 defense to live a Mach Punch from the Conkeldurr if we absolutely have to. But of course we have the Life Orbs, so we're probably just gonna die like right after, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, Dragon Pulse, Earth Power pretty much hits like his entire team super effectively, if or at least neutrally, which is very cool. If I can get a couple hazards up, then, you know, Dragon Pulse can definitely chunk down his team very hard, and of course Magearna does not appreciate taking those Earth Powers, so that's cool. So we got Subroost is looking pretty nice. We have the Substitute to protect us from things like the Golisopod First Impression, which is cool. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Next up we have Scolipede, and now you're saying, why are you bringing a Scolipede if he has a Weezing? Well, because there is a chance he might bring Neutralizing Gas Weezing. I have seen it before, so if we do end up seeing that, we can at least Earthquake it, which is cool, but the real reason is mostly I want spikes. Anytime that the Weezing comes in, I don't even care if I get burned, because if I see that he is like a Levitate Weezing, I can't do anything to him anyway, but I get free spikes, and this Weezing does not have defog, which is very, very nice. So yeah, spikes are definitely going to help me push into those 2-hit KOs, maybe even 1-hit KOs at times, which is very, very powerful. And yeah, spikes, in my opinion, are better than Stealth Rocks in this game, which is kind of weird to say, but yeah, I love spikes, and I'm loving spiking Scolipede. We do have enough speed if we do need to outspeed the Kyurem. At +1, we will outspeed a Kyurem, which is cool. Just holding the Black Sludge because, like I said, we're not an offensive threat. We are running we are running max attack just in case like he doesn't bring the Weezing, or we can heavily weaken it into like a poison jab range, or if he is neutralizing gash, we can earthquake it, which is cool. So, but yeah, that's Scolipede. Nothing too crazy with this mon. It's mostly here to be a spike bot and punish his potentially not bringing Weezing, which is cool. So, all right, last but not least, we have MOLTRES, of course, running those heavy-duty boots with the Flame Body ability. Flamethrower, Roost, Air Slash, and U-Turn gives us a little bit of pivoting. We have just enough speed to outspeed a Jolly Bisharp if he chooses to bring that, and in turn a Decidueye as well, which is cool. A little bit of defense, a little bit of special attack, a little bit of special defense. Nothing too crazy on this guy. Mostly like he's here to just take a couple hits from mons that, like the Conkeldurr and stuff like that. So if I do end up flame bodying him, that might be a little bit annoying if he is Guts, but if he does choose to bring like something like Sheer Force or something like that, that could be kind of neat. But yeah, Flame Body is just still good into his team because he has things like Bisharp and stuff like that, so that's cool. But anyway, though, that is the team that we are bringing. I think that we have a pretty good chance this time. You know, it's not Magearna is very scary, but it's not like the most overpowered thing, and I think we have the tools to deal with it. So honestly, I'm a little bit more scared of the Golisopod than the Weezing, because I think that this thing is actually very scary into my team nonetheless. But anyway, that is going to be it for this. I know I rambled on a lot, but I hope you guys enjoyed the team builder, or if you skipped it, that's awesome too. All right, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoy the game. All right, here we are. Press A at the starting signal. My God, it's been a while since I've played on land, so I had to rewatch the video and remind myself how to do it. So I don't know if he's doing an intro. All right. Oh, there's no Kyurem. Why isn't there a Kyurem on my screen? Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, well, he did bring the Golisopod. He did not bring the Kyurem. That's so weird. Okay, so Golisopod, he brought the Eggy? Why? This is Trick Room. This is definitely Trick Room. Like, 100%. There's no freaking... That's awesome. There's no freaking Weezing. Scolipede can actually do something. Wow, this is not what I expected. Cool. I'm gonna lead Scolipede. Start stacking some spikes. This is completely opposite what I expected. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. We're probably gonna have to stall out Trick Room from the Magearna at some point, which is to be expected. Wow, this is not what I expected at all. Holy crap. Very interesting. All right. Pink. Hi, Pink. He's a pink boy. He's a good pink boy. Look at him go. All right, bet. That is a little bit loud on my TV. All right, so we're gonna set up some spikes. Nothing too crazy. Alright, he's gonna rocks. Trade rocks for spikes. This is awesome. This is a trade in my favor. Alright. Get that speed booster. Speedo booster. Not like it matters. I'm gonna set up some spikes. We're just gonna stack spikes. Free spikes is free spikes. You know? Earthquake. Alright, that's cool. Woo! That is offensive as fudge. Holy crap. That is offensive. I'm gonna protect just for some Black Sludge recovery. Go for some Black Sludge recovery. That is offensive pert. Alright. offensive Swamp Herto. Alright, so I am expecting I am probably expecting a flip turn here. I'm gonna go into my Hippowdon, try to get some chip. I got 2 layers of spikes. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Because you saw Earthquake. I saw how much it did to my Scolipede. So I'm expecting a freaking I'm expecting a flip turn here. There's an Earthquake. Okay, so you just can go for an Earthquake again. That does nothing to Big Mama Hippo. All right. I'm gonna slack off because I'm expecting a flip turn. Toxic, interesting. Okay, so we've seen Toxic, Stealth Rock's Toxic, and Earthquake. All right, so we've seen Stealth Rock, Toxic, Earthquake. Nothing too crazy. So Hippo got hurt. Hippo is Toxic. That's a little bit annoying. I'm gonna get some damage. There's the flip turn, finally. All right, that is a lot of damage. We get some chip on him, which is great. Maybe Decidueye comes in here? Question mark? Gregor? That is Golisopod, okay. Boots. Heavy duty boots. It's Le Boots. Alright, so honestly, I don't need sand. I do not need sand at all. So, I could keep this in here, or I could just go into a Zoomerl. And probably, because I don't really need a Zoomerl anymore. I don't really need a Zoomerl. Because, you know, a Zoomerl is here for the Kyurem. I can take pretty much any hit from this Golisopod. Spikes? I knew it. I knew he was gonna bring the spikes. There they are. Yep, there they are. All right, so Azu gets buffeted. We show that we are faster, which is good. Good to know. All right. I'm gonna knock. Get rid of the boots. So we've seen spikes. Nice crit. Poison jab. Alright, that's fine. I should have lived one. Yeah, I lived one. Cool. Sandstorm subsides. That's great. Alright. I'm going to play. I could probably just liquidation. I'm gonna liquidation because that'll put him into emergency exit anyway. Yeah, just liquidation. That puts him into emergency exit. I don't have to worry about anything. And that was better for a switch anyway. So we've seen spikes, poison jab. This is good. He gets the pick, right? Yeah, it's not like 4 or anything. It's not like, yeah, it's not like red card. So yeah, he gets the pick. He has no speed in that Golisopod, most likely. Magearna, okay. Okay. Alright, there's nice spikes. I'm gonna knock. I don't want him to have whatever he has. I'm expecting a Trick Room or a setup of some sort here. I don't want him to... He might be Shucka. Let's see what the item was. Eject Pack. I knew it. Eject Pack. Okay. Alright, so there's one turn of Trick Room. We're going to protect, get another turn gone. Volt switch, okay. Alright, I can live a Volt Switch pretty easily, so there's that. I'm going to switch into... because I have the Scolipede now, like, because he didn't bring that, I feel like Scolipede is really strong here. I'm gonna bring in Scolipede, because I can protect. He might be going for like a Fleur Cannon or something like that, so we've seen Trick Room, Volt Switch. Because Scolipede just isn't as necessary anymore, so Fleur Cannon, there it is. This probably still kills. It does, okay. So he's now at -1 because of the Soul Heart. Alright, so that's 3 turns to Trick Room. We can bring in Hippo, and we will underspeed Magearna. We definitely underspeed Magearna here. We set up the sand. Awesome. We can chunk this thing down with a big old meaty Earthquake. It's not going to kill. He just does switch. Okay. Gregor, that's fine. You do not have spike. Okay, this actually might kill. 2 layers of spikes, plus rocks, plus Earthquake, plus Sand Chip. This... Oh wait, I didn't set up rocks. Shit, that's right. That's right, I didn't set up rocks. Alright. This is fine. This is fine, honestly. I'm fine with this. Because I get my rocks up now for free. Because I should... Unless he's minus speed. Unless he's negative speed. Which he might be, because he is Trick Room. So... I didn't set up rocks. I forgot I did not set up rocks. Okay. Spikes, awesome. I will take that fucking trade. I will take that trade. I think this is the last turn of Trick Room as well. So... Buffeted by sand. I get Toxic Chipped. And Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Awesome. Alright. So, I'm just gonna slack off. It doesn't hurt anything. If he wants to switch, that's fine. If he wants to die to Sandstorm Chip, that's fine. I can just do that. If he hits me, then he dies to Rocky Helmet. And I live anyway, but I'll die to that. So, alright, so we knew it was liquidation. I don't think we ever saw the 4th move, but that's fine. Alright, now we bring in Drill. Nothing really wants to take a hit. Alright, brings in Conk, then that might be a little bit annoying. Pink, okay. Alright, 2 layers of spikes plus rocks is going to do a lot. He is a more offensive hurt. Let me see. Swampert. Earthquake does not get the kill. Alright. Flip turn will not kill me once he's off. I don't think flip turn will kill me. So I feel like I kind of want to just chunk him down really hard with an Earthquake. I'm going to chunk him down very hard with an Earthquake. He might freaking overpredict here. Oh wait, he can... Okay, he's just going to Earthquake. Okay. Damn, he is super offensive. Holy shit. Oh, he crit me. Okay. If he was not offensive, then that does... Oh, well, no, he kills me anyway. Shit. That was just dumb on my part, honestly. But I get Hydra in. And this thing can't really do a whole lot to me, I think. So... Alright, so we've seen this thing whole moveset. I can just sub, I believe. Yeah, we've seen Toxic Toxic, Earthquake, Flip Turn, Roost. Where is Swampert? There he is. So he can't do anything to me. Alright. And then we just pulse. This should get the kill. We are Life Orb back special. Awesome. Subby is very powerful against him. Because now he has to decide what he wants to do. So, and Stealth Rock and all this other chip is gonna do a lot of damage, which is very nice. I'm expecting Conk probably to come in. You might expect sub 3 attacks because he saw the There's Conk. Alright, cool. Spikes, rocks, pulse. Man, if I was plot, this would be so good. Mach Punch, okay. So he breaks my sub. Goodbye, subby. Life Orb Pulse does a hell of a lot of damage. Let's go. There's the burn. Okay. Alright, so now we switch into Azu. And freaking MOLTRES is looking so good against the rest of his team. So freaking good against the rest of his team right now. Yeah, we might have to again stall out another Trick Room, but I feel like we can do that. What does Eggy have that can really hit us? There's Azu. Alright, he's gonna get burn damaged here pretty soon. He might be going for like knockoff or something like that. Doesn't really hurt. Thunder Punch. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. He gets burn damage. Good pick. Good pick. Yeah, good play. Yeah, that was pretty standard. Then we just go into MOLTRES and we just click Flamethrower until the cows come home pretty much. Everything on his team is weak to it at this point. Yeah, so this is awesome. This is awesome. We are doing just fine. Mach Punch, no reason not to at that point. Yeah, MOLTRES is looking really good, with the spikes up, with the rocks up. We should be able to chip everything in. Everything should be pretty much in. Question. No, Eggy probably lives. Eggy probably. Decidueye probably lives too, actually. If he's like specially defensive. MOLTRES. Because we are not very offensive. You gotta remember that. We're not very offensive. Let's just see. Max HP Eggy. Flamethrower to 77 to 92. So if he is max HP, he probably just dies. If he has some special defense investment, he might live, but yeah, we just click Flamethrower until the cows come home. Let's calc it for Decidueye. Bet. Because Decidueye does have very good special defense. 68 to 81 on Decidueye, and we should live any priority attack because of our defense investment. There's Magirna. Alright, so if he's specially defensive, he lives this, but I don't think he is based on the damage that he was doing to me. I think Flamethrower just kind of freaking goes in here. Let's go. All right. Decidueye should just die here. If he's like specially defensive or Assault Vest, he might live, but nice. If he's like Assault Vest, specially defensive, he might live this. Shadow Sneak, I'd live that easily. Not even afraid yet. This is not even close to a 2KO. Let's go, MOLTRES! Let's freaking go, baby! Yo, let's go! Hell yes! Starting off the season with the dub. You can't freaking ask for much more than that. Freaking G though to Sven. Of course, go check him out. 2-0, not the biggest freaking dub, but you know, we take those. That was a little bit of a hard matchup. I am so surprised the Curib didn't come. Wow, I am very surprised the Curib didn't come. But yo, freaking G to Sven. That was a great game nonetheless. Very clean game in my opinion. And like we had like a crit against us or something like that for the most part. You know, all of our moves hit. Everything was good. Like that was just nice, clean, good game. Well played to Sven. But yeah, the Trick Room, once I saw the team, I knew it was kind of like a Trick Room comp, so I'm glad that we had like our nice a couple Protect mons and stuff like that. We were prepared for that for the most part. But anyway, that's going to be it for today though, guys. Please go check out Sven along with all the other coaches and especially the UPBA home YouTube channel and the Twitch and all that fun stuff down in the comments down below. This was a great start to the season. I look forward to next week. So that's gonna be it though. Like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. I love you all. Deuces.